This morning we are at a pond where I have actually done a vlog before, but there's a big rock that I would love to paint in oils. Have my Plein Air oil kit with me today. I painted that scene in watercolors before, but today I have my oils. It's an absolutely gorgeous sunny day, so I thought it would be fun to come up here to this big muskeg where we'd get maximum sun. Get down this road quickly. There are buses full of tourists that come up here. Probably not this early yet. This is one of my favorite places to go when it's sunny. It's not even accessible in the winter because the snow gets too deep and nobody plows it. And here's the little trailhead. It's a little bit rough. Got my iconic Southeast Alaska extra tough boots on. 98% of our locals here have a pair of extra tough boots. They're really good for living in a rainforest where we get nearly 200 inches of rain a year. And they're kind of soft and easier to walk in than a lot of other boots. Look at this beautiful pond. We call this Dusty's Pond. We named this after one of the dogs that used to be on our search and rescue canine team. She was a little Welsh Springer Spaniel, and so we thought we'd give these places names since we used to train search and rescue problems out here a lot. Let's get to walking. It's so beautiful. It very quickly got way too warm, so had to take off 2 layers. But our summers here are short and not that warm, so I'm super delighted to have a warm morning. It's only about 8 a.m. here, and our winter will descend fast. So these days where we can actually bare our arms outdoors are few and far between, so I'm fine. The breeze is kind of cool. There's not many bugs out here yet. So we're just gonna head up here to our favorite turnaround spot. There's a really cool rock up here we like to go to. Enjoying all the little summertime muskeg plants and flowers. These are little bog blueberry plants, and you don't find a lot of berries on them, but when you do, they're very delicious and sweet. There's a lot of this kind of lichen that grows in here, and I'll have to look up the name of that. Also, we'll look up these little yellow flowers. I do not know what those are called. Here's an interesting little plant right there. It's called a sundew, and it's a carnivorous plant. So they help us with bug control. Excellent plants. Plus they're cute and sparkly. They have little hairs on them that collect the moisture and sparkle in the sun, which is charming. Here's an interesting outcropping that I did I think it was a watercolor painting of. And that was kind of fun. This might be a possibility to paint today. Henry's very proud of himself because he just found a tennis ball. I'm sure it was one that we lost weeks ago. So he's feeling like the supreme dog now because they don't have one. Border collie thinking. Always have to have a project. They're a lot like me. Always have to be busy. Always have to have a project. Always a little bit weird. Okay, so here is our scene. Sun's coming straight at it. Kind of wanted a 45-degree angle for better shadows, but the terrain doesn't really support that. Plus, when I moved around, I really wanted that tree on the left to stand out. So when I moved over that way, the trees were all just kind of blended in together. So I'm just going to paint it from this direction. This is really similar to how I painted it before. I'll put up a picture of I think it's a watercolor that I did of this before. I have a little challenge here with my shadow of my head right on my canvas, but in plein air, you get what you get. I'm not going to complain about the sun. Just trying to get a little better angle. I guess it doesn't do that. It does one angle, that's all. So I have this number 4 Rosemary & Company brush and this number 8. I've been wanting to use bigger brushes, smaller canvases with the idea of an alla prima approach. My brushes that are bigger than this are all very stiff hog bristle brushes. I have 2 other brushes on order from Rosemary & Company that are, this is a number 8, I ordered a number 10 and a number 12, so I think that'll be good. When I first started this alla prima style painting, I thought an 8x10 canvas was super tiny, but the more I've been doing alla prima, I realized it would be kind of nice to have a second canvas carrier. That would be like for a 5x7 size. That would be kind of nice. Uh-oh, the bugs are coming out. They found me. I don't like bug repellent spray, so I suffer. So I'm probably going to have oil paint on my face from wiping bugs away. All right, let's get a sketch in here. I guess I want the top of that rock to be up here on the 1/3 line, so we'll start with that about right there. I'm gonna move that over. that was sure an interesting and challenging way to start the morning out in this beautiful weather. And we had changing light. I had bugs everywhere. And the muskeg's always wet, so my backpack is kind of wet now. I was running out of paint toward the end. I was using very thick paint. I think I might look into getting a wet canvas carrier that is 5 by 7 inches. It takes quite a bit of paint to cover an 8 by 10 canvas out here in plein air with that tiny little palette that I have. So it might be something that I consider. If you enjoy these Southeast Alaska art and hike vlogs, then check out my other vlogs. I do them weekly. Hopefully I'll keep being able to do that as our weather gets a little worse into the fall and winter. If you'd like to see some of my other paintings, look at my website at danellekelly.art. It'd be awesome if you'd subscribe and join me here in all the adventures I'm having with oil paints, acrylic gouache paints, and watercolors, and hiking. And I have a couple of paintings in a little exhibit at our Blueberry Festival event that's happening this weekend. I'm going to take a little footage there when I visit there this afternoon, so I'll show you those paintings. And my oil painting of Ward Lake that I did in plein air. And then my Ward Creek waterfall. This one sold yesterday. Maybe this one will sell too. This will be up for the entire month of August. One of my in plein air oil paintings sold right away. The opening reception was last night, and by the time I got there, it was already sold. So we'll see if my acrylic gouache painting sells there too. If you'd like to see more of these vlogs, check out this playlist up here. Consider subscribing, hit that like button if you know someone who might enjoy these. I'd love it if you share. I'm very grateful to have you here. It's really, really fun to be sharing this with a community of art enthusiasts and artists. Take care, stay creative, and have fun.